What is going on, YouTube? Nick here with Live Learn Lift, and today I'm going to go over a bunch of different proteins with you guys and give you my opinion on which are the best based on cost, taste, and a couple of other factors. So keep in mind that depending on your budget or maybe just your preference for certain types of proteins, there may be different best proteins for you. So to start it off with, I'm going to go over the cheapest protein for anybody on a budget. This is most likely going to be what you go to, and then I'll explain why, if you can, try to get a little higher quality. But here it is. I'm sure many of you are familiar with this one. It's the Body Fortress Super Advanced Whey Protein, and it... Whoa. Sorry about that. So, but I didn't drop it. It claims to give you, I think, 52 grams of protein per 2 scoops. And, you know, at first glance, this seems pretty good, especially since it's probably the cheapest you're gonna be able to get a whey protein for. It's like 14, 15 bucks over at Walmart. And the chocolate peanut butter is actually pretty good. The only problem I have with this is the type of testing that they do for whey proteins is pretty much the cheapest possible test, where it's just a basic nitrogen test. So what companies will do is they'll fill the protein with taurine and glycine, which are pretty much just kind of like fillers. Like they don't actually contribute significantly to your muscle growth, synthesis, recovery, and all of that. So it claims to give you 52 grams, but the amount of which that's actually usable may not actually be what it says on the bottle. So that's what my problem with that is. And then going along with that, there is the 6-star Whey Protein Elite series by Pro Nutrition, and this is going to be a little more expensive than the Body Fortress, and I'm not going to lie, it does actually taste better. So if you're going for budget protein and you still want a good taste, I guess you probably want to go with something like this. But again, the higher quality proteins tend to, I think, give better results. Moving along, we've got another one by the 6-star, and it's Whey Isolate. This is just another step above the 6-star whey that I just showed you. And my problem with isolates is that they're going to give you more protein per serving, but there's nothing wrong with whey protein. Like, getting an isolate is not necessarily the best for seeing optimal gains, because first of all, they have to filter the isolate even more so to remove anything else from the whey protein, which is basically, you know, the carbs, the fats, whatever. And whey, if you didn't know, whey protein comes from dairy, and there are actually a lot of health benefits from having, you know, the, I guess, closest natural form of the whey. Whereas the isolate, that filtration process, that extra step, kind of pulls out the beneficial nutrients besides just the protein. You don't really need it. I mean, you shouldn't necessarily need these protein supplements to hit your protein goals. You should be able to get enough of the protein from outside sources like, you know, chicken, fish, dairy, and all that stuff. So getting a couple extra grams of protein, I don't really think is necessary, and it's not really worth the extra money, in my opinion. That being said, before I move on to the other ones, keep in mind, guys, that these proteins are all just food. They're really just food. They're powdered food. So if you can get the protein from fish, chicken, lean ground beef, ground turkey, dairy products, anything like that. I would highly suggest doing that over pounding down a shake, just because it's going to keep you more satisfied, especially if you're, if you're dieting. If you have a lot of problem eating a lot of volume of food, like if you're trying to put on a lot of weight and you just can't seem to eat the food, I don't know what that's like. I love food. Like, I love food. But yeah, then you can go ahead and go with the protein supplements. Or if you just have a sweet tooth and you really want, like chocolate or vanilla or, what have you, then yeah, you can supplement with the protein. It's just there to help you reach your protein goals for the day. But I know from experience that I can go days on end without ever touching a protein supplement, just because it's almost everywhere in your diet, guys. Alright, so moving right along. Syntha-6. Tastes amazing. Tastes freaking amazing, but I would not recommend. This is a high quality protein, but the reason why it tastes so good is that it has a whole bunch of carbs in here. Like, this is pretty much a meal replacement. You get 22 grams of protein, but the serving's like 200 calories. They put the carbs in there to make it taste pretty good. Like, this is cookies and cream, and I'll be damned if this isn't the best cookies and cream I've ever had. But you don't really need it, in my opinion, just because it's really expensive for a 5-pound tub, as you're gonna see in the next two that I show you. You can get a better bang for your buck. So a lot of extra calories that are unnecessary, and then also a higher price than I think is worth it. Here is the best valued protein, I would say, that I've had the pleasure of trying. It's the MTS Nutrition Whey Protein. And keep in mind, guys, I'm not getting endorsed by any of these people. This is just from my personal experience, and this is produced by a company called the Tiger Fitness, and this is the chocolate flavor. It's a lot lower in calories because it doesn't have as many filler carbs as the Syntha-6 as I just showed you. For a 5-pound tub, it's cheaper and you get more protein, 25 grams of protein. This is pretty dang good, and my only qualm with it, my only problem, is that it's not available in stores. You have to buy it online from thetigerfitness.com, and the shipping can be just crazy ridiculous. That's what kind of bumps up the price. But occasionally, if you just go ahead and subscribe to their newsletter, they'll send out deals where, like, you buy a certain amount and you get free shipping, or this or that or the other. Whenever there's free shipping, guys, I hop on it. Like, the last Labor Day, I bought like 3 of these, so 15 pounds of freaking chocolate whey protein, because it's really dang good. And now, moving on to something that you may not normally think about, is an undervalued brand, I think, in my opinion. It's kind of redundant, I guess. But, alright, so BodyTech. This is the chocolate mint flavor. They've got just regular chocolate, they've got banana, and it's got 24 grams of protein with less calories, if you believe it, than the MTS that I just showed you. It's pretty much a straight protein. A little bit of carbs, so it's not an isolate. Tastes pretty good. It probably is the best value right now, and I'll tell you why. This is actually a secret. Maybe not a secret, some of you might know. It's by The Vitamin Shoppe. That's the store or brand or chain, whatever, that produces it. And right now, all throughout April, you get buy one, get one half off for these 5-pound tubs. They have like a smaller, like 2.5 pound or something like that. But I'm telling you guys, like, value-wise and taste-wise, right now, for April, if you're watching this in April, check this out, because you can get, I bought, I think, 4 of them, so 20 pounds of protein for a fraction of what you'd pay anywhere else. And it's also cheaper than the last brand I'm going to show you, which I think everyone's familiar with. And I actually forgot to take down, guys, all along the top of my shelves, I've got protein that I've demolished and have like a testament to, I guess, their glory. But just one second. Alright guys, this is probably what everyone recommends when you know, you ask them about what protein they take. This is the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Whey. If you know, just don't have a vitamin shop around you, if you don't want to order online from the Tiger Fitness and the shipping's too much, this is like maybe $5 more than the BodyTech that I just showed you. And as far as mixability and taste and just quality, it says right here on the label, gold standard, and it really is. You can't go wrong with this protein. So it's, again, produced by Optimum Nutrition. It's pretty good, guys, and they've got a whole bunch of flavors, even more so than the BodyTech. So to sum it all up, you don't need protein powders, because you can honestly just eat the protein in, you know, your average diet. But if you need to get one, the best protein for you is going to depend on how much you're willing to spend and how much you're willing to sacrifice in terms of taste and mixability and all of those things, and, you know, possible flavors and all of that. Other than that, guys, that's a pretty comprehensive review, I'd say, of all these protein powders that I've got going on. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, please remember to like the video. It really helps me out. It lets me know that you guys appreciate the information that I'm putting out. And if you have any suggestions, you know, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. If you have some other proteins that you've tried that I didn't mention, go ahead and, you know, leave them down below. Let some other people know. Let's promote a community, a conversation. Let's keep this this thing going. So other than that, guys, I hope you learned something. I gotta put all these freaking proteins back on top of the shelves. And until next time, guys, remember, keep calm and live strong. Peace.